Welcome back to the greenhouse today, everybody. And if you're new here, welcome aboard. Today we are discussing how we're going to harden off some of these crops in our greenhouse without taking them outside and without leaving the doors open to freeze overnight. So we're fully out here out of necessity. I've got to start hardening these crops off. I've got some kind of lanky collards, if you can see them over here, some collard greens, and those are starting to flop over and kind of become leggy, not terribly. So we're at the point where we're going to blow air over them, give them a nice fan. We've already got our 20% shade cloths on, so 80% of light is coming through to these crops, which is a perfect amount of filtered light when you're starting all of these crops from scratch and getting those cuttings and propagations going. Any divisions, anything you're propagating inside the greenhouse, you definitely want to have a shade cloth on. Even when it's freezing overnight, that sun is blistering and it will burn and dry crops very quickly. So I've already touched on all the things that help us get these crops hardened off inside a greenhouse. You've got shade cloth, you've got good airflow, and then you've got a good moisture content and not freezing overnight. So we're checking all the boxes with this greenhouse. But as I was saying, we're out here out of necessity. So today I'm going to set up a solar fan, a solar system. We're going to be hooking up a solar panel and operating it from scratch today. So we'll be putting all the pieces together and giving a quick rundown and a run through on a solar system. If that sounds interesting, please consider subscribing. Let's jump right into this. So a quick look behind the camera. We've got a simple battery system here, and I will cover this, but basically we just made a larger 12 volt. This has just been an experiment battery, and I don't have any other batteries to use right now because I had just acquired this large car battery that we're operating this solar system off of. Just making those connections. I can see tomatoes wisping around down there. So I have that off because it's quite loud right now, and I am not concerned with noise. There is larger, more expensive fans developed that run off solar power or a lower wattage for using on a solar system. But today we're going to be using another one of these Seaflow. It's basically a marine grade fan, inline blower fan. But these fans do work very well. I've bought quite a few of them over the years, used them for heating all winter and moving heat. Now we're going to use them to move moisture, move air around, and harden all these crops off. So first things first, we've got our eco-worthy solar power controller. Now, this is one I've had for quite a while. It's brand new, and I've got all the screws set in, so we can basically just tack it right in. We're gonna get this set up and run all the wires. Solar controller 100% mounted, and then on the controller itself, it shows you positive, negative for the panel, battery, and the output to accessory. So first thing we gotta do is set up our batteries. Quick recap. So this battery I did charge up a little bit. It's got 11.8 volts, positive, negative ran down, and I didn't even use alligator clips. I just tied the wires right into the clips that were existing. Now that we've got a battery hooked up, we can hook up our solar panel. Plus it's like 80 degrees in here. Grass is greening up a bit, but it was only about 20 degrees Fahrenheit last night. So we've got our solar panel out here. This one is old. Like I said, I've had this for quite some time here. It's got a couple cuts and taped spots, but we've still got maybe 20 feet of cord to it. So let's go ahead, take positive, negative, go hook it up to the controller. So we've got our power and negative solar panel hooked up. Now we've got juice. I always hook it up in this order, hooking up battery before solar panel. First is battery, second solar panel, and then you hook up your accessory. So I'm actually gonna end up running a bunch of this 10 gauge wire. I'm gonna cut maybe two 10-foot pieces to get to this little box that says 5 amp on it. It's not 5 amp, it was an experiment box. That's a DIY junction box. So we're going to run our power to it, and then we're gonna mount our fan, and hopefully we can get all of this working and I don't have to worry about all of these plants getting leggy on me. So let's take a look where we're at now. We've got all the lines ran. So I don't suggest hooking up the accessory lines while you're running them, but I kept them separate. So we've got all three sources. We've got our power in, our battery for storage, and our power out. And power out is just these 12-foot wires, 10 gauge, that I ran down to our little junction box. I always like to use some type of indicator. You can keep them separate. Now, all we've got to do is mount our fan, since we've got our power ran all the way from down there. And we will mount up our lines, mount our fan, and plug it in. Just a little tip that I used was taking my screwdriver, putting it through the spindle, and putting it in the ground so you can stick it in the soil, and then you can unspool. So, quick little DIY. So I got some cheap little butt connectors here that you can just crimp them together. We did it right. I apologize if this is a little loud. I'm gonna go put the cover on here. So we got our junction box, our two connections, wires from the fan running into the box, and then wires running out the bottom. Now we've got ourselves a nice junction box for that connection. Keep it a little bit more protected in the greenhouse. So we're getting some decent airflow. I may change the trajectory a bit, point it a little more down, but as far as I'm concerned, we're getting quiver on all these little tomatoes. You can see the tomatoes back there just slightly quivering. That's just enough. We've got lots of tomatoes down on this side. Every pot is full of something in here. Getting ready for the farmer's market. All these red thornless raspberry cuttings. Basically 100% success rate so far. Walking away from the harmonious drum of solar powered fans running. A little bit quieter down here. So I just wanted to share how I was setting that up and how I'm hardening off all of my crops without taking them outside the greenhouse. Normally I have a shade cloth, like market shed, that doesn't have a roof, just shade cloths, but it's open to the outside. And that got destroyed by a storm, so I am no longer using that. I have my entire greenhouse full of just potted plants for now, and I need even more room. So if these arugula seeds and stuff don't pop soon, I'm going to have to start pulling them also for more space in here. So the fan's operating, we've got our junction box, and I don't recommend this, but I ended up zip tying the excess line all the way up. And I always like to have a little bit of extra cord for myself no matter what I'm running. So we've got all the excess here that I need to detangle and keep separate from our battery wires and stuff. But for the most part, it's a decent system that's operating and doing what it's supposed to. This has been working very well, so I wanted to set up another one, and eventually I'll break down and I will buy a couple fans just for this. So if anybody's got any questions on anything I covered today, definitely drop those to me in the comments. Any suggestions, ideas. Ideally, I should have larger fans, but I just wanted to set this up because it's what I had on hand. This is just what I had and what I could use. I had the old solar panel, the whole kit and caboodle, everything I had on hand. So we used what we had right now. Just wanted to share this quick little DIY with everyone. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.